Happy New Year from the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. We're kicking off another year by looking back at 2024, a fantastic year for King of the Road Productions, Southeast Texas style. In this special half-hour episode, we'll revisit some of the highlights from the past 12 months.
What you need are satin pillows, ribbons flowing down the line willow. What you need is me to love you.
I mean, way before Brooks and Dunn, you guys were the duo, the country duo.
Yeah. We've been. We will celebrate our 50th anniversary next year.
Brought to you by Tanner West and Texas Construction Resources. We'll also enjoy the Honky Tonk Texas fabulous flashback. The Southeast Texas debut of Brittany Elise's latest video as her King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. And Craig Collins lighting up the stage in the Royal Spotlight.
King of the road.
Howdy, and welcome to the Jim King of the TV show, airing on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. I'm Jim King of the Road, and you're watching the best little TV show in Texas. Happy New Year to you and your loved ones. In today's episode, we'll ring in the new year by showcasing some of our favorite moments from 2024. And here's a resolution worth keeping. Don't settle for less when it comes to your country music. Tune in to King's Country Internet Radio for the best mix of country music anywhere on the planet. In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. King's Country streams the ultimate blend of country hits 24/7. You can listen anytime on your computer, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your car via Bluetooth. Enjoy crystal clear streaming worldwide through TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, or directly at kingscountry.net. Plus, don't miss the nationally acclaimed and award-winning Jim King of the Radio show middays on King's Country. It's truly the king of country radio. Stick around as we take a look back at 2024, another incredible year for King of the Road Productions.
Each night I make the rounds to every spot in town. A lonely man with lonely time to kill. All I can say is what a way to live. The path my memories take just makes my poor heart ache. I think of her, I guess I always will. All I can say is what a way to live.
Once again, we're back at the Museum of the Gulf Coast in Port Arthur, where David Barnardo is in good company in the Music Hall of Fame. Here he is telling us about the Bill Bertrand Band, which you just saw live in Winnie, Texas.
I met Bill Bertrand when I was about 17 years old, and he hired the Ace in the Hole Band, which is George Strait's group, and hired those guys to go into a recording studio in Austin, Texas. And Bill Bertrand was doing a little project, and he was the lead singer. He wanted a CD out at that time. I think it was a CD or a cassette tape, I'm not sure. But went in that recording studio there at Bismo Recordings, where Asleep at the Wheel is where they record as well, and I think Ray Benson has that studio. But went in there with Ace in the Hole's group, and we did I think it was 12 songs. That's how I met Bill Bertrand, was through Ace in the Hole, George Strait's band.
As you can imagine, Fiddlin' Dave is very honored and humbled to have his very own display in the Music Hall of Fame.
I'm inducted in here with Janis Joplin, Joel Saunier, who was the first one ever brought me to Nashville when I was 16. I'm in here with ZZ Top, the Big Bopper. I'm right next to Betsy Barksdale, who worked with Michael Jackson up to his last day of being alive on this earth. So it means everything to me. It's pinnacle of pinnacles. I can't think of any other place I'd want to be than the Museum of the Gulf Coast here in Port Arthur, Texas.
King of the Road.
You're watching Jim King of the TV's 18th annual New Year's special on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. Here comes another highlight from 2024.
What you need are satin pillows, ribbons flowing down the line willow. What you need is me to love you.
I mean, way before Brooks and Dunn, you guys were the duo, the country
Yeah.
duo.
We've been. We will celebrate our 50th anniversary next year. Technically, we cut Let Your Love Flow in the fall of '75.
Yeah.
And it became a big hit like in the spring of '76. So we're going to do some new projects next year for our 50th anniversary and some things. But yeah, it's going to be 50 anniversary.
And you're still doing about a couple hundred shows a year?
Well, we're doing about 100.
We slowed down.
Slow down a little bit. You're not home much, are you?
No, we're not.
Not too much.
About 140 last year.
Yeah. And you're still going overseas a lot because you guys are huge in Europe, in the UK, and Switzerland, I think, and
Yeah,
places like
we have played in 72 countries.
Wow. What a 50 years, you know? Most of us have never been outside of West Texas or Southeast Texas.
Well, we know what that's like too. We were, our mid to late 20s when all this started.
Yeah.
So that's when we started traveling. But before then, we had never traveled a whole lot.
No.
But since then, it's been quite crazy.
And your home base has pretty much always been there in Darby, in Florida.
Yeah.
But you did go to Los Angeles for a while, huh?
We did. In the mid to late 70s, we lived in L.A.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about that period is we lived in L.A. but spent most of our time in Europe during that time. So we kind of jetted back and forth a lot. But we lived in the middle of Hollywood for a while, and then we took off and went back to the ranch in Florida.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, you got the money.
We got off-road dump trucks, several Tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Coming up, we'll present Brittany Elise's latest video as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville. We'll also enjoy the Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback and see Craig Collins take center stage in the Royal Spotlight. But first, we'll wrap up our look back at 2024. Happy New Year from the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube. Since Tina Bean started 5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur over 24 years ago, it's always been a friendly neighborhood store, kind of like the general store of the good old days.
I think so. I try to be like it used to be. When I was young, going to feed stores and everything, it's, when people come in here, I want them to feel like they're walking into my house, where they feel welcome. So we try to keep it like that.
5-Star Feeds in Port Arthur, Texas.
Is your house or roof dirty? Let the professionals at Frog Wash Pressure Washing bring your biggest investment back to life. Don't take a risk doing it yourself. Let the Soft Wash specialists clean your roof, house, vinyl siding, hard plank, and windows with low pressure and specialized chemicals. Check out our past jobs and reviews on our social media page. Our work speaks for itself. Insured and A+ rated by BBB. Call Frog Wash Pressure Washing for your free estimate today.
As a dedicated JLA agent, Suzanne Simmons is passionate about helping you find the home of your dreams. Whether you're buying, selling, or simply exploring the local market, Suzanne is here to provide expert guidance and personalized support. Call her today at 409-880-5307 to start your journey. Friends, family, and vendors of Southeast Texas legends Larry and Brenda Barron recently gathered at Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie to pay tribute to them in a very touching ceremony, complete with a military salute. Army veteran Larry Barron and his wife Brenda owned and operated Larry's Old Time Trade Days for nearly 20 years before their recent passings. Those in attendance at the celebration of life included Larry and Brenda's son, Eric Anderson.
It's a fine memorial. It's amazing to see everybody here, to see the testimonials. They would have been very proud, and they would have been very happy, as a matter of fact.
Eric will be taking over the family business and has big plans for Larry's Old Time Trade Days.
Well, I'm going to do a lot of what Larry did, which was to go out to different shows and bring people in. And then we're going to do a bit more of internet marketing, which I don't think was covered as much before. And I hope that that will have a bigger effect on the population at large so that we can approach more people.
After the ceremony, Eric gave me a tour of the office where Larry kept his signature white hats and denim shirts. He never left home without them.
Shirt here, he wore that every day. You could tell Larry coming down the block. A big white hat and a blue shirt with the Larry's Trade Days on it. I probably got about 1,500 of them. No, I'm kidding, it's probably about 50. That and these hats. Classic. Oh my God, yes. And then some.
I owe Eric a special thank you for gifting me one of Larry's hat and shirt ensembles, which are now showcased here at King of the Road Productions. Larry and Brenda may be gone, but their memory and Larry's Old Time Trade Days lives on.
King of the Road.
Here comes this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback. Zach Lyons, it's an honor to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, too.
We're just talking to Larry Barron, the owner of Larry's Old Time Trade Days, about Zach Lyons. You made quite a find here with that spoon that was actually hand-carved by an Indian from 100 years ago or so?
Yes, sir. Chief John Robson.
Little is known about John Robson until the late 1860s when he succeeded his uncle as chief of an Indian tribe in Canada. Robson was a noted carver of totem poles from the late 1860s until the custom of raising large poles fell into disfavor around 1885. He also carved a number of silver spoons, like the ones featured here in this sketchbook, hand-drawn by Chief John Robson in the late 1880s.
And like in the corner of the book, that spoon's right there.
Do you have any idea what the spoon is worth?
Right now it's kind of priceless. It hasn't been appraised yet.
What was your feeling about winning this $10,000 scholarship from American Pickers, the Kid Pickers program?
I was very excited.
You were kind of on a sugar high for a while about that, huh?
Yes, sir.
Probably still are. It's quite an accomplishment.
Yes, sir.
Now, you're 11 years old. How long have you been doing this picking?
I've been doing this ever since probably I was like maybe 6 or 7, around that age.
King of the Road.
That was this week's Honky Tonk Texas Fabulous Flashback.
The Texas honky tonk. There's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, steak night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas and Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been? Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
Hi, it's me, the one that got to prove you wrong. Kept on rising through it all. Had to hang in tough, make my own love.
King of the Road. Howdy, folks. Jim King of the TV and radio here. We've got a guest from far away today. Very interesting place, Australia, way down under. We've got Brittany Elise and her new single that we're about to play in a few moments, a song about perseverance. I want to say good morning to you. It's afternoon here as we speak, but good morning to you from Texas, Elise.
Thank you. Good morning from Australia.
Brittany Elise, fantastic video, and you've got a very impactful story with your career. Before you became a Nashville recording artist, you had an outstanding career in sports, in indoor soccer, where you had national titles. But unfortunately, I think it was 2016, where you had a severe injury to your knee, a rare injury, and you didn't know if you'd be able to walk again. Is that true?
Yeah, it is. It's I've always been juggling the whole music and sporting world, to the point I used to sing the national anthem and then run out and play state and national titles. And so, yeah, unfortunately with that injury being so rare, they actually had no success stories of my surgery prior to me. So I'm very lucky and grateful that I get to say I was a success story. But yeah, in the end, I put it into a song, exactly what you said. If you put your mind to something, I really do believe that we can be unstoppable, show hard work and that perseverance. And so it's quite beautiful having people message in and share their own story of perseverance, whatever that looks like in their world, with this song of Hi, It's Me.
Who's the young girl in there that plays you?
So funny, we actually went to get an actor, and I heard the story of this young girl. Her name's Everly, and she is an aspiring actor, loves music, and is a big sport fan. And a lot of people actually were like, she kind of looks like you as well. And so we, I mean, that was an easy decision for me. If she's, we helped her make her acting debut, and yeah, included her in the video. So yeah, she just ended up being a family friend.
Well, I imagine the perseverance that it took and all the discipline to be an outstanding soccer player like you were. I imagine that translates well into the music industry. It takes a lot of the same drive, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And I think it's it actually has a lot of crossover skills, and right down to teamwork, right down to perseverance, hard work, the ups and downs. It's all part of everyday life. And so, yeah, to be able to put the skills into both worlds is pretty special.
Well, in the United States, we know three Aussies pretty well. Keith Urban, Nicole Kidman, and now you. You're getting known now.
That's a beautiful list. I would love to go to coffee with all three of those, and yourself, Jim. You got to come along, and we'll catch up all things United States and Australia.
Here comes Brittany Elise with Hi, It's Me as our King's Country Music Clip of the Week from Nashville.
Dear Diary, when I grow up, I want to be
and the crowd goes absolutely
a soccer player.
Hi, it's me, the one you thought would never be. Still out there running slow and steady. Couldn't see the spark, my fighter's heart. Hi, it's me, the one that got to prove you wrong, and kept on rising through it all. Had to hang in tough, make my own love. Had to be my own champion, had to be my biggest fan. Give myself the fighting chance, had to tell myself I can. 'Cause fear will never break me, words will never shake me. champion. Had to be my biggest fan. Give myself the fighting chance. Had to tell myself I can. 'Cause fear will never break me. Words will never shake me. I defy the impossible, ride the improbable. Hello, it's me again. It's me.
In less than 100 years, radio has come a long, long way. We've gone from this to this. Alexa, play King's Country on TuneIn.
King's Country from TuneIn.
And this. Now you can stream us everywhere. Stream King's Country Internet Radio on your PC, smart speaker, mobile device, or in your vehicle with your Bluetooth connection. King's Country is streaming worldwide on TuneIn, iTunes, Live 365, and at kingscountry.net. It rules. Up next, Craig Collins takes center stage in the Royal Spotlight. Happy New Year from the Jim King of the TV show on Fox 4, the CW, Strike TV, and YouTube.
Working hard from the sun up to the sundown. They can build it tall, they can tear it on down. They got the know-how, if you got the money.
But we got off-road dump trucks, several Tracos, several dozers, several guys that are very capable of following the plan and getting it done right.
Hands of a working man built this town. Clear this timber and plow this ground.
Cruise to Larry's Old Time Trade Days in Winnie, the first weekend after the first Monday of every month. Larry's Old Time Trade Days, where you can find it here.
Yeah, this is a song that I wrote with Jeff Bates. It's called Hated Me More Than I Loved You. No, I ain't been drinking. I got nothing left to hide, but I've kept this all inside as long as I can. So I've been thinking, maybe it's about time to push my pride aside and act like a man, and tell you this the best way that I can. I'm sorry for all the times I let you down. I made you cry, love, just enough to keep you hanging on. And I don't blame this thing on you. No more lies, I know the truth. If you wonder if I ever cared, well, I still do. I just hated me more than I loved you. Yeah, I kinda figured, but that ain't what I meant. I ain't asking you again to take me back. See, this is different from anything I've mentioned, and it's all about redemption from my past. And your forgiveness is all I can ask. I'm sorry for all the times I let you down. I made you cry, love, just enough to keep you hanging on. And I don't blame this thing on you. No more lies, I know the truth. If you wonder if I ever cared, well, I still do. I just hated me more than I loved you. You did your best and holding on against a bottle. But now I know that 90 proof won't wash away gone. So I'm sorry for all those times I let you down, made you cry, for making you hang on. I'm sorry for all those times I let you down, made you cry, for making you hang on. I just hated me. Please don't hate me. I just hated me more than I loved you.
The Texas honky tonk, there's no place like home.
Since 2008, Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee, Texas has featured a steady stream of the very best in local, regional, and national touring bands. Pack up your posse and boot scoot over to Honky Tonk Texas for great concerts, dancing, drinking, and dining. Of course, Steak Night is every Thursday, and don't forget about the Honky Tonk Grill. Visit them online at facebook.com/honkytonktx and at honkytonktexas.us. Honky Tonk Texas in Silsbee has been entertaining Southeast Texas since 2008. Where have you been?
Nestled between Beaumont and Lumberton, Texas, is the beautiful Book Nook Inn Bed and Breakfast. It hosts visitors from around the world. Locals love it also as a quick, relaxing getaway from their everyday life. Swimming, fishing, viewing a movie in its unique theater room, and more awaits them at the inn. It's also a premier wedding venue. Many couples have exchanged vows in front of its gazebo or its event room. Book Nook Inn hosts reunions, vow renewals, murder mysteries, and more. We hope soon you'll be our guest at Book Nook Inn.